you want to read a file and write a file. Let's discuss about that today. So let me save it. File dot file. Okay. So read a text file, let us say. Okay. So how can we read a text file? This is one thing. How we can do it is, let me create one dummy text file at this level. Okay. So actually there are like few text files available in our meeting chat. Let us see that, and it will be quite real time, right? So in any of the chat, okay, is there something? Oh, okay. Here I'm placing this in outputs here as a meeting chat text. Okay, let's try to read that file and see like how we can read it. Okay, so let's give this as a folder, main folder path equal to. Okay, so after you view this, what will happen is like next thing is I need this path. Like as of now, we have given this particular path. I want this path. Okay, that will be inside it. So what we should be doing is os dot path dot join, and then give this main folder path and meeting text. So let this be your file. Okay, so let's call it meeting text file path. Okay, so in this, like if you want to read it, you don't need any external library or anything. So one thing we can do is, just because we are using OS here, let's also import OS. So once you have imported, what you should be doing is f.open, and then this is a format. In case if you want to read, you have to do R. R is like mode, read mode. Okay. Similarly, there is RB, which means like read in binary mode. So let's also see both, like, and see what is the difference. So after you have opened the file, then in case we want to read that particular content inside the file, how we can do is read lines. Let me write text file info equal to read lines and f dot close. Okay, so let's see what you'll be getting inside this. Okay, let's do that. That's inside day6 folder. See, it has printed like the text. Like if in case you want to see the text, whatever text it is. So if you see, so it contains two lines. Okay, so one line is from Canolo, and then I could hear. Okay, so let's see what it has printed as well. So in the first column, yeah, if you see, it has created a list, and in list, like this is the first element and this is the second element. Okay, and like between elements it is through new line, because like you there is an enter here. If you see, it goes to a new line, which means there is that new line character here, and here this is tab, like so /t, and then this way till again, like there is an enter here, so it has created a new line again character there. So that is how we are able to read it now, right? So you want to print it like one by one. Usually, like how we do it, like for let's say like each item in this is a list, right? So text info. Okay, this will okay. Why is it print? Okay, it's printing entire info. Okay, see, right? It's the same thing like what is available in the text file. Okay, so we are able to print it. Let's see like what binary mode will do. What different does it make? I have kept like RB now instead of R. Uh, in, it is also same, just that this B is added in before, and there will be some issues like while doing it. Like let's say while writing, I'll be showing you the okay. Okay, no problem. Okay, this is a thing here. Okay, now let's what we'll do is let's also do a writing of this particular file. So same thing, like doesn't matter, just that it should be in a write mode. Uh, okay, but in write we have to write lines, right? So what we'll do is like let us write in a different file. Output text path, and then in the same folder, let me add new created doc. Okay, so in case if you instead of here you want to save it in some other location. Okay, let us say in some location save text. Okay, sorry, why I'm creating here, I'm not creating. Okay, let me delete from there. So I want to share in a different folder. Okay, so let us say this way. So I'll also print like what actually this is. Okay, let's do it. I'll be okay. And what are you going like initially? Now we have a path, and in this path you want to write something. Okay, but what are you going to write? Here we are reading it. We have to write now. So what we should write is, let's say like same thing. If I write it there, hmm, not this way. So f dot write line, and in bracket you can give this list whatever it is not completed before. Let me uh, add some values, 1 2 3 4. Okay, here instead of a big strings like whatever is there earlier, I'm just giving integers here. Let's see like what it is going to do. It's given error. It's saying test file path is not because it's okay. Okay, so now you see it was saying no. If you see the output text path, what it is like output save with text and inside it. So if you see here, we did not create this save with text, right? So that particular folder is not available earlier, and we are trying to save this text file like new created dot in that particular folder. Okay, but that doesn't work unless you create it, unless this folder path still here exists before. So what we can do is like use a kind of, let us say if I want to use, like how we can do is we have to create this folder first and then use it. So let me do that part. Okay, folder path equal to same thing till here. And then how we are going to create it? If not, os.path.exist initially, os.make_drs. Okay. So if you do this way, if it is not available, then it will create it. So let's run it. Okay. Now it should be a string. Now it has created. I think like it went inside. You see, it has created. And initially, when you open it in a write mode, it will open an empty document. If you can see, like so if here, like let's go here in write lines. What is it? It is saying is like it should be a string, not the integers here. So in case if it is, let's also do those things like how we can put an integer there. So as of now, I'm making it as a string. Okay, let's see that as so it is able to save it. Let's see what it has created. See 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only those. Okay. So in case it should be in the next line, you have to specify new line here. Then it should be coming in the next line. Let me use this. Okay. If you run like what, let's see what will happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it has come in the next line. So let's say like you don't have all the things like what you are going to pass at the moment, like but like you want to save it one at a time. Like usually this will be the case. Like let's say you have to process some hundreds of files, you will be saving mostly like each time your output inside a text file or something, and again you will be processing next file, and then whatever the output is there you'll be saving again in a text file. So something like that in the same text, so in the new line, something like that. So a kind of log, if you can think of logging your output log files. So in that it will be like each time like one line usually will be saved. Let us take that case. So same way, in case you want to do that way, what you can do is instead of write lines, there is a way to write code one at a time for, let us say, each item in list f dot use this write. Okay, and inside earlier we did it. Okay, it's already there. Let's just leave that way. So there I am making it string again. So to ensure that like in case if it is not a string, it will be converted into a string. And use this earlier we used this write line. Now we are doing only write, which actually means uh, like write lines usually expect a list in this argument, but if it is write, it will expect a string. So that is the difference. So let me do this. So what did it come? Let me open it with the notepad for just a moment. Okay, so if you see it worked again, right? So just to avoid confusion, maybe to ensure that it is not like some previous output, I have ran it again. And if you see like that thing, so it is from a latest output. So this is one way to do it. Similarly, while reading, you can read like one at a time by using f.read. So same code. What you can do here is like I'm not running it again. You can do f.read, and it won't be like this. It will be like let us also do that. I'm commenting this out. Okay, so in case if it is f dot read, so will be like this usually. Okay, let me remove this. And like in this case, how we are going to implement? Earlier, you know that list has like this is a list and it has like fixed number of lines. So how we will be knowing inside the text like what we are using, like how many lines are there and all. So yeah, here if you see, like we are trying to read, right? Earlier we did it through read lines. So that work like it will read the entire file. Okay, but sometimes you will have a huge file with you, and that point you can't read the entire file at a time. Instead, you maybe want like one line at a time, and you want to process, and then you need like second line. That won't actually give any memory issue. So for that scenario, you want to read like one line at a time. Let us try how can we do it. So we can't do this because like it's like if you are directly you want to use this way, so it will load all the data into memory. So this should not be an okay. Let's have it for your reference. So let's make a copy. So let me copy it. Okay. So till here it should be done the same way. Let's do it R mode. And then the next part is like in case we want to read a line, what we can do is, but you don't know like how many lines were there inside that file. Okay, so how we can do is we have to put it in an infinite loop. One suggestion, like there can be different ways. Like one thing is like we can keep it in an infinite loop. Inside an infinite loop, you try to read a line. Okay, so and let's call it this line text. Okay, now you have a line, and let's say you want to store those values in a list. So let's define a list initially. Okay, and I want to do append dot and then this line. Okay, and maybe I also want to print it and see like what exactly it has done. Okay, so and in this, in case if it is an infinite loop, it should we should keep a break. Like somehow we have to tell at some point it's at some point it should break. Okay, so let's write that uh, condition. So when can it break? Is let's say if not, let me show you if this works. Then I'll tell you, explain you what exactly it is. So it is fine. Yeah, if you see it did not struck in an infinite loop and it has break, right? So let me also print in the end like this list final output list. Okay, see it has printed well and it has stored. So if you see what is happening here is like if you do f read, like it will start reading. Okay, so once it started reading, like in case if let me say, oh, where is that file here? It's this file. Okay, so it will if you do f dot read, it will read the first line here, and it will return. This will be stored here. Okay, this particular function will return the first line, and then that will be stored here. So once it is stored, then we are anyway appending it. That is okay. So we did not get anything empty, uh, right? So it did not satisfy this condition. So in the second line again, if you do f dot read again, so it will go to the next line. So in the next line, it will read this second line, okay? And that line is being read here, and that will be returned, and it will start, okay? And while reading the third is also there. It was new line. If you can see here, there is also a third one, which was just an empty one, right? Uh, so in case, let's see. Okay, let me copy the same thing and add here. Okay, so something like this, and I'm saving it. So will this work? Let me. Will it read like all the files or just like first two files? See, it has read all the files, not just the first file, right? Okay.
A quick question here. So when you have used like while inside that it's number one, is it?
It can be true. It means like something which is not zero or false. Like in that case, like it will be like infinite loop. Like what we have done here is we try to write like whatever values are there inside a text file. So the next part I'm trying to do is like let's comment this part and let's try to save those in a CSV file. Okay, so how we can do it, like for dealing with CSV, we have to import like a library which was like CSV. Okay, so once we do this, like what we can do is then in the same case, just like a text file, we have to, let me keep it bigger. Okay, let's create a file saying that .csv. Okay, and then again use the write mode here, and then you have a text to be saved, right? Let's say this is the text which you want to save. Okay, so let's not even keep this new line thing. Let me give 1 2 3 4. Okay, so how we can do it is similar thing, but CSV will have a CSV reader and a writer functions, like in case, because we need to use this, right? So how we can do is there is a CSV reader. If you write lines in CSV Python import here, usually it will it may show like some advanced options. So I'm doing that import CSV so that it will be a basic one which will come. So you can go into the documentation of the CSV library where it will show all those things. Okay, so let me also open the Stack Overflow. Okay, initially Stack Overflow one. So okay, he is trying. It can also be done just like how we are doing the text. Yeah, this is CSV. So how we can do it is like initially we have to define a CSV writer. So let's write like output CSV path. Okay, and file is F, and now if you hello.
Yeah, your screen is not visible.
Okay, actually I'm disconnected from Zoom. It's reconnected again. So okay, so did you guys miss something, or it is still at this level? Did I explain you this before disconnecting?
You can just repeat the last couple of lines.
Okay, sure. So like CSV, it's like you can actually do it similar to like how we are doing the text file, but there is one difference is like in case we want to use the CSV, there are like CSV reader and CSV writer functions within functionalities within the CSV. So you have to you can use those things. So I'm trying to use that and show you like how we are going to use. Okay. So for that, what I have done is initially this f dot open, and I see for the CSV part, I'm writing like in a write mode, and that I am using it here, the CSV dot writer, and in bracket I'm passing that file. So, and that file, let us say I'm storing it this way, and in case if I want to write a line, so sorry, right. So if I want to write something, I can do it like this. So initially, if it is a list completely, let me try doing this and check like what exactly will come. And once you have read, if you are done with like writing, you can do close. Okay, let's see like what exactly this is going to give, and maybe we'll see. Okay, Python 5.5. So it's saying it's not right line. What is it then? It's right line maybe. Let me see. Right rows. Sorry. Uh, okay. So right rows. Let's do that. It's expecting iterable, not an int. So inside, what happens is this right rows. Let us say it will try to write one row at a time. Okay. So in case this is a case, here inside someone something. Okay. So what it tries to do is like this should be one more list. Like in case we want to write only one here, that's okay. And here you want to give like once it is printed, then it will be clear like what exactly this is doing after seeing the output file. But like if you can see you got an error there. So with that error, let me okay. So let's see what this will has no attribute close. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's just that. Okay, maybe something like anyway f dot close we have to use and then right. So okay, it should be x dot close, not like CSV writer dot close. So I did not give any error. Let's see what it has given. Inside save test, you can see like it has created a dot CSV. Okay, so I did not install any reader for this as of now. I have recently but I'll open it in Notepad++. You will know. Like it's the same thing. Like what it has done is in the first row it is like 1, and in the second row, like in the first column, 2 will be written and 4 will be written. And maybe I'll do a thing. Okay, like I will upload it to our drive, and then from there we can see. Like I don't have a viewer, so
You can open with Excel, right?
no, I actually formatted my system yesterday, so I have to reinstall the thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anyway, we can open it here with Google Docs. Okay. It's just a KB, so it couldn't take time. Okay. Okay, if you see here, okay, it has opened. So if you see in the first column, first row, first column, 1 has come, and it has skipped 1 row. I'll show you like how to do, not to do it. So let us treat it as a second row. Second row, it has given like 2 values. If you see this, let me go here. So this means like entire first row. This means like entire second row, means like one item in one column. That way, like 2 is in one column and 4 is in second column. Similarly, 3 and 7 in a different column, 4 and 10 in a different. Similarly, 5, 10, 20, 30 in a different column. Okay, so this was the case. And how we can like, you can see like there is this problem of like getting an empty line here. So, and you can also see it here. uh, you got this empty line in between, so that was the issue with new line argument. So how we can like avoid that is, there is an option where you define your new line. Let me also search it quickly. Let me try this. New line of avoid new line in CSV Python. Either, yeah, see, new line equal to this one. So yeah, same thing. Okay, if you are running, it has run. So let's see it here itself. So it has reached. See, you can see there is no gap here. Earlier there was a gap, right? So now there is no gap. This is because like we are usually, that is a problem when you use this CSV writer. So in that case, you have to define this new line is like this. Then it won't like add that extra row. So that is a quick fix in this case. Similarly, in case we want to read this particular CSV, how we can do it like same way. And like one more thing, other than this, in case if we want to write one line at a time, how we can do is like, let's see that. Yesterday we have discussed about like creating a file like using this open, right? Like we are able to read and write a file. Similarly, if you want to create some different folder extension, like it can be any format, like it need not be a text file or something. If you want to just create a dummy file just like that. So let me do that. Okay, initially, okay, let me get the folder path. Let me create the path here. Okay, so yeah, so main, let us write the main folder path. And then so let's say I want to create a file inside this folder, os.path.join of a different extension. Like I'm like, if it is text file, we will be using like txt, and if it is like csv, we are using .csv. We can actually create some other format, like it is your own like user defined format. Okay, let me do that. Initially, let me give a full path for this file, and then give that file name. Okay, let me give trial dot okay, just like that, abc, new format. Okay, like and if you do open it in a write mode and nothing, like you're not doing anything in that, just do the close. Let's see what it will do. Okay, let me run this code. Okay, OS, we are using OS, so it's not defined. Let's use it. Okay, it has run successfully. See, it has created a trial.abc here. Okay, so a thing is like whatever you try to open, like whatever the extension may be, it will get created if you use write mode. And like inside you can just keep text like last time, just like last time, how we have done like write lines, and then inside, let me use only write, okay? Doesn't matter. So, and inside I want to add a string. This is first line. Okay. If you remember, that is how we wrote yesterday. So, okay, let's see what has come. So you can actually open it with Notepad++, even though if it is a different format. See, this is the first line, right? Whatever we wrote here, it has come here. And in the next set, like we have already written, let's say, like you already pre-existing, and you want to add one more line, okay? So in that case, what you do is, in the sense like you want to retain whatever information is already there, and you want to add a new thing to it. So in that case, if you open it with write mode, it will actually delete everything. Okay. Yeah, Rashish.
How come .abc is getting saved in text file?
No, it's not text file. If you see the type, it is ABC file. Okay. But inside, you want, let's say, like put MP4. Okay. MP4 is like one format for video. Let's see like what it will do. Okay. I'm deleting this. Just it doesn't matter if it's there, but I'm deleting it just to avoid confusion. Okay. Let me run it. Okay. So we see trial.mp4. Okay. So which is a video. Well, like you can see the symbol. This is like it will open with a video. So and still like you will be able to open with Notepad++. That is one good thing with Notepad++. It can open like you can try opening any different file. If it is readable, it will come how like we are able to see text. But in few cases, it will just come with like different characters. That's it, unrecognizable characters. But in case if you open in video, nothing will come. Just give like video because like this actually MP4 is an video format, but actually inside it's not that way. We have actually made it wrote a text line here. Okay, just that we can create. In this example, I want to show you that like we can create any kind of file here. In the sense, like just whatever extension you keep, that kind of file will be created. And if you want to use it like text, you can use it, or you can also do like CSV and write. And let me do this. Okay. See, like I'm deleting this. If you keep it also, it's fine. Let me delete this and do what it can do. Okay. See, it's a CSV again. Okay. And you can open it with Excel. It will open in this case because it's a CSV, and like inside also, you can also open it with this. Yeah, something like that. Okay, like I don't have Excel viewer with, means like CSV viewer with me, so I can't open it in that. Just like as of now, I only have this. It's okay. Main idea why I thought is like let us do with text file only. Like in that case, anything is fine. Okay, so if let us say you already have a line here. Let me delete this and run it. Okay, now you got a text file which there is let us say you have a text file now which already has something in it. Okay, some like some lines written inside it. So you don't want to disturb anything. I want to add one more line. Okay, I want to add this text to that. So like if I run this now, what will happen is if I open this, what happened is it has overwritten on top of the first line. Okay. So, but like our intention is to retain the first one as well. So what we do is, let me keep like earlier one. And now let us say you already have something here. Okay. So our intention is to retain whatever text is available and add like few more things into it. So in that case, you have to open with append mode, which will be denoted by A. Like we have three, right? Like read, write, and append. So read is R, W, and this is A. And like similarly, read has like binary mode as well, which you can denote by RB. Similarly, write also has WB, and append has like AB. So let's not go into that. Like this would be sufficient for us. Okay. So let me do this. So we'll see if it retains the first line as well and second line. See, like the initial matter is there inside and it has appended to there. Like in case if you want it inside a new line, then add a new line here. And then one more line. Okay, so let's open this. See, it came in the second line. Okay, so this way you can add data to existing ones. Okay, by using append mode. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yesterday you were saying like while creating, and if that particular file is already existing, then it will throw some error. But this line is not giving error if the
No, that
file
one,
is existing.
yeah, I got it. Got your point. Like that is a folder. Like in case if you are having a folder and you are recreating it, it will throw an error.
Okay. Okay.
But
For the
when
file,
it
it will not throw it.
Yeah. File, it's no issue with file. Like that, that is it. Like file, there won't be any such issue. Only for folder, there will be an issue.
So ideally, we can consider like this, right? If the file doesn't exist, it will create it. If the file exists, it will just append it if we write it as A.
Even let's say there is no, you can treat that way. Let's try to open in append mode where there is no file already. Okay.
Yeah.
New file dot text. Okay. This file is not here in this folder. So let me try that. So what will it do? It has created a new file with only this line. Okay. Why one gap is like we use it like new line.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Got it, right? Like new line and then one more line, and it has created. If it is in so it is safe to use append mode rather than write mode in this case. Like in case we want to add to existing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So append is done. So like we'll come to CSVs later. Like I'll be talking about like CSVs and like CSVs. Yesterday we spoke about like writing in a CSV, right? So similarly, read also will be similar. Just that we have to have a read writer. Let me open that flow. Not here. Okay, I have to open it from day 6. So, okay, we were talking about CSVs yesterday, right? Like we have seen how to write from a CSV. Similarly, if you want to read from a CSV, let me keep it in this today's file. Okay. So similarly, like if you want to write from, let me do this as well again. Sorry, this CSV already, where are we trying to do it is save with text and inside it created. Let's say these are already there, right? Let me, even here, like same thing exists, like you can do the append. as well. Like here, instead of write, just put append, and then let me create a new one instead of the previous one. Okay, new CSV file dot CSV. Okay, so let me do this. Run it. Okay, so what it has done, it has created this new file CSV. So there is a possibility of opening with Notepad++. So where it has like treat it as like whatever we wrote here. Okay, so whatever we wrote here are actually like this is like first row, this is second row, and like the column values are separated by commas here. So that is why CSV actually means like comma separated values, I guess. Okay, so this is a way. If you open it in CSV in an Excel file, like you'll be getting like one in each cell. Okay, so this is about writing into CSV. Even though you used append, like it has added to it. Okay, now let me run it once again. So because like this is now a pre-existing data, and you want to append run again in an append mode. So let's see what it will do. Okay, so let's see inside CSV. See, it has added newly here, right? So it did not disturb anything, whatever is previously. It has added from a new row. That is one thing about append. Like usually we use append because our results inside, like while you are generating some kind of a report or something, or storing results, we'll be doing one row, one file at a time or something like that. So in that case, what we do is like each row we'll be saving, and then we'll be processing some computations, and then again share store the next result in next row, something like that. Okay, we'll be taking a sample example which will do that. Okay, this is about write. Similarly, we can also do read CSV, just that this CSV dot writer earlier, right? So now it should be like CSV dot reader. Okay, and instead of append mode, it should be like read mode. Okay, I will give this as an homework. Like explore it. Like you can search in Stack Overflow. You'll be getting like parts of the code. And similarly, like read a CSV. We create a dummy CSV file, or maybe if you have already within your local, and try to read it. Okay, if you can show the program by 2 more days, like that will be nice.